So, up to this point, most founders that want to start a startup, which is a company that grows really quickly, usually they default to raising venture capital. And this makes sense. This is how the industry's worked for decades. You have an idea, you have some smart founders, a VC invests money into into that company. They now own a piece of that company. The founders then try to build something big, and then hopefully a decade or two later, that company exits, and that VC, because they own a piece of it, gets very rich. They make a great ROI on their investment. But in recent years, I feel like venture capital has had too large of a megaphone. It's been, every single founder with an idea that's watched The Social Network thinks that they can and should raise venture capital. And this is a problem, but it's not a problem for the reason you may think it is. The reason this is a problem is that sometimes there are much other cheaper forms of capital that a founder can get their hands on other than equity, other than venture capital. Because I think what a lot of founders don't realize is although 7% now when the company's nothing doesn't feel like a lot, or 50% or 20, it's fine, it runs out. And, the way that venture capital works, which we will talk about in another video, is you're designed to keep diluting parts of your company. So if you dilute too much of it in the beginning, it may not work out for you. So this is why I'm kind of leaning heavily on other capital sources. I personally don't think that debt financing, piping, or grants have a good enough PR department, and maybe Growth Meter can be their PR department. Because smart founders look at all capital sources, but potentially even equally, and they weigh risk. They weigh, which is going to be the cheapest. They weigh which is the right partner, etc. They don't just look tunnel vision. Like, oh, I want to be a $1 billion company. I want to raise some venture capital. No. They're more disciplined. So in this program, you are going to learn how to look at these different capital sources and combine them, manage your equity, manage your debt, manage your finances, manage your investment, what's being invested into you. Because it's not singular anymore. So that note is the reason why I'm not just teaching you how to raise venture capital. Because one, maybe not every company needs venture capital, but two, it's not even best for the founders that everyone just raises venture capital all the time. There's other forms of finance, other forms of investment. Sometimes they're better. Usually they are. So that's why I'm structuring this how I am. Hope you thought that was useful in knowing why I'm structuring this to teach you about multiple types of capitalization, and I'll see you in the next video.